Hello everybody, and thank you for clicking on the video. While I was talking about revolvers and thinking about Old West stuff, I kind of went, lever actions. Lever actions don't really get as much media as I think they should, or as much attention as I think they should. They are very handy, very useful firearms. Now, in the state I live, they're one of the top hunting guns, I would say. Mostly because in my state we can only hunt deer with straight wall cartridges. So a gun like this, which is chambered in .45 long Colt, or this one in .38 Special or .357 Magnum, are pretty common. For a while there, about the only thing you could hunt with in Ohio that was actually at gun stores was .45-70. When the state passed the law, .45-70 was about the only thing in the stores that was straight wall that you could hunt with. Couldn't hunt with .30 carbine, which is fairly common around here. And we didn't have cowboy action shooting in my area. So the cowboy action calibers were not common. Well, gun stores started bringing in the pistol caliber ones, the .45s and the .44 Magnums and stuff like that, because .45-70 for a white-tailed deer is a little excessive, I'm told. I'm not a very big hunter, but I can understand that. So they became fairly popular. They're easy to operate, and they're not terribly expensive as far as to shoot. Now, .45 long Colt can be somewhat expensive to shoot, but .38 Special, not so much. They're fun, and they're a good defensive gun if you're geared that way. Again, .45 long Colt, .357, .38 Specials, .44 Magnums are all really good defensive guns. Especially if you think that you're very likely to have to defend yourself against a critter if you live rurally. Protecting your kid from a coyote or wild dogs is more likely than a pack of people out in the country. Again, pigs aren't a problem in my area right now, but for some people, they are. They are very much a problem. And they can come into your yard and tear up your yard, which is not as important as them coming into your yard and tearing up your family. So a lever gun chambered in .45-70 is a real good choice. Or, I'll put this down. .45 long Colt's a good choice too, I'm told. .30-30. .30-30s are everywhere. It's a very old cartridge. This one's a Marlin, and it's one of the guns that I have shot the least. I've shot these two quite a bit, but .30-30 is fun. Other places where you have a lot of pig problems or bear problems, lever actions, they could be found in some pretty hard-hitting rounds like .45-70, .44-40, bunch of stuff like that. I think you can even find them at 500 Smith & Wesson, which is cool. Bunch old calibers, bunch of old cartridges that are still out there today. I think .45-90. I think Uberti makes a .45-90. Give you the ability to defend yourself against some big things, including moose, if you have a moose problem. And they are legal guns to own in places where stuff like your standard AR or SKS or AK or even an M1A is not legal. Manually operated lever guns tend to be legal there, especially in lower capacity. So get a .45-70 in low capacity. It'll get the job done for what you need it to do. So for those of us who live in free states, I want you guys to just kind of think about people who don't have the ability to legally own AR-15s or something like that. When you're talking to somebody on Facebook and they're saying, well, I use a Marlin lever action or a Rossi or a Winchester or a Henry or whatever to defend my home and my family, and you laugh and go, well, why don't you just get an AR? And they go, ARs don't do very good against moose. And they go, well, then get an AR-10 or get it in Bushmaster or something like that. I can't own one anyway. So just because it doesn't make sense to you doesn't mean it doesn't make sense to somebody else. So on that, if you have any questions on these, I will go into more videos with lever actions as things go because I like shooting them. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Have a nice day.